The world was not ending. It was being erased. High above the troposphere, the containment field of the Eurasia colony flickered like a dying candle, its shadow cast long across the world. Below, the planet had been shattered into tectonic plates, floating like lily pads in a void of dark ether. This was the work of the Sigma virus, synthesized with the ancient, chaotic energies of the dark Gaia, a cosmic imbalance that fed on the heart of the world. X stood atop a crumbling spire of metallic jungle, his buster arm trembling. Beside him, a blur of cobalt blue screeched to a halt, his quills dusted with the glowing, violet soot of the corrupted atmosphere. "The core is destabilizing, X," Sonic said, his voice unusually grave. "Every time I try to run a loop to stabilize the energy flow, the ground just falls away into nothing." "It's not just the gravity," X replied, his HUD scrolling through frantic diagnostics. "The ghastly king has tethered the tectonic plates to the dark Gaia's heartbeat. If we don't shatter the source, the planet won't just collapse, it will be consumed." In the distance, the silhouette of the great ape king, massive and imposing, beat his chest against the howling winds. He wasn't acting alone. He was being puppeted by the viral intelligence of Sigma, his primal strength amplified by the dark energy of the shattered world. "He's waiting for us," Sonic noted, cracking his knuckles. "He's guarding the central rift." "We can't outrun this, Sonic," X said, switching his armor to the Force armor configuration. "The blast radius of the Gaia energy will turn everything to scrap. We have to synchronize. I'll provide the suppression field, lock the king in a static stasis, but you have to hit the core at the exact moment the armor vents its heat." Sonic grinned, though there was no humor in it. Speed of light, X just don't miss. They moved as one. X charged into the fray, his buster glowing with an incandescent white light. He unleashed a barrage of plasma fire, not to harm the king, but to weave a cage of pure energy around the mountainous beast. The king roared, the sound vibrating through the very foundation of the floating island, and swung a fist that cratered the metallic ground. X took the hit, his armor plating bucking under the pressure, his system warnings blaring critical damage. "Now," X shouted. Sonic didn't need to be told twice. He gathered the blue, jagged shards of the world's remaining light, his body turning into a singular comet of pure velocity. He didn't aim for the king. He aimed for the pulsing, violet fissure behind him, the wound in the planet where the Gaia energy leaked out. As Sonic breached the sound barrier, the air ignited. X poured every ounce of his remaining energy into the stasis field, pinning the king in a frozen moment of fury. Sonic struck the rift like a thunderbolt. There was a moment of absolute silence. Then, the universe seemed to inhale. The violet ink that stained the sky shattered, replaced by the brilliant, golden luminescence of the planet's true core restarting. The shockwave knocked the king back, the viral corruption stripping away from his fur, leaving him startled but free of Sigma's madness. The floating plates beneath them shuddered, groaning as they began to drift back toward their original alignment. X collapsed to one knee, his armor scorched and sparking. Sonic dropped out of the sky, landing heavily, his speed trails fatting into the cooling air. They looked up as the clouds parted, revealing a blue sky that was finally truly whole. "We bought it some time," Sonic whispered, watching the continents knit together in the distance. X looked at his buster, then at the horizon. "Time is all we ever have, Sonic. Let's make sure we don't waste it." High above, the memory of the nightmare began to fade. But in the heart of the world, the rhythm of the planet beat steady and strong once more.